new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. This ball caught by Mechie. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stroud working out of the gun. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Woods. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
No, we change it. Go ahead.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2nd and 10.
Go ahead. Hey.
Now it's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, all right, a little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Stroud down.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down at a yard. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, today, of course, not just the start of the new campaign, it's the debut of D'Amico Ryans as the Houston head coach. Now, we saw him plenty with the 49ers, what he was able to do with that defense. Charles, what do you think he brings to the table for these Texans?
He brings football intelligence. He brings enthusiasm. He brings creativity. This guy wanted to be the head coach of the Houston Texans, twice a Pro Bowler with them in the NFL. He's come home. Now he wants to finish what he started as a player as a head coach.
On first down, here's Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Stroud on third down now. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal.
Play action. Here's Stroud. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
At the 31-yard line.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
At the 41-yard line.
Hey, report. Go.
They go play action with Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
13.
Here's Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Stroud. That's complete to Dell.
And he goes out right around the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
The second down throw now from Stroud. He gets this one to Mechie.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. On the move past the 40.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37.
Stroud out of the gun here. That'll be called left side by Woods. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
The throwing again is Stroud.
And his throw is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Now Stroud.
And that will be incomplete.
I feel like my man Old Mo momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown on the last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Hey, middle.
Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
23 yards, the final tally.
Catching a first down from Andrews in Baltimore, and all NFL fans are used to seeing those all game, every game from him. 2022, a touch below what he did the year before as the best receiving tight end in the league, but still Pro Bowl worthy with over 800 yards.
Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now Jackson on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Steven Nelson.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Stroud from his own end zone.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Throwing now is Stroud. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. The sack there by Roquan Smith. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The Woods will go in motion right. To throw from his end zone. Stroud hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan
It's
Coachman
a new
for our
season,
EA
so
Sports
both of these coaching staffs
report.
likely
Coach.
making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Pierce on the counter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Steps away. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud off the play fake. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Pierce. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Rolling to his right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
19 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. They'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Tyus Bowser blowing that play up.
The decision that time was to keep it, and not a great one. Once he got out right with the football, there was just nowhere to go.
And I felt bad for his offensive line there, because their job is to create creases, right? Create openings. But if those defenders keep their shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and refuse to be budged, that's the end result. No place for him to turn upfield. No chance to gain any yardage.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 from the 44. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Here we go. Start.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Get it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
Stroud's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
One more, ready? You turned it.
To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. 22 yards there, a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
To throw again is Jackson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Jackson going to change things up a bit.
Jackson to throw on 2nd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Hey, come on.
The tight end in motion right. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Touchdown! Nelson Aguilar from 10 yards out.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have to have a full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A throw over the middle, taken in. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5.
And Stroud now to throw. He's got his man. That's Dell. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Justin Matabike working his way to the quarterback that time. Stroud looks to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what it is out of the ordinary.
That is intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. This is 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jackson.
He's got his man. It's Andrews.
He's got room at the 30.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Here's 1st down.
At the 27-yard line.
Let's go. Get up. You at X. You at X. Hey, report. Right shot.
Jackson to throw.
Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Let's go. Get up. Yeah. You change it. Hey.
Throwing. Jackson.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Down to their final play. They've got to get in the end zone. That's part 1. Part 2, the 2-point conversion.
Throw the 2-point conversion right out of their mind. That's what they have to do. What you said is accurate. In the end zone, have to score a touchdown for that to even matter.
Hey. 180. Hey.
One last shot for Jackson. Going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it, and this one's over.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.